Hello, hello. Hola, hola. Buenas noches.
Teacher.
Hello, Eric. Hello, Jaime. Hello, Barbara.
Hello, good night.
Hello, good evening. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Larry.
Hello, teacher.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Very good. Ready for action. Hello, hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Welcome back, everybody. All right, welcome, guys. My name is Mr. Santos. Today is May 21st, 2019. Welcome back. We're going to get started with module principiante number 2. So for this activity, we're going to be looking at section number 1.0, lesson objective. By the end of this class, you will learn vocabulary for talking about transportation. Additionally, you will practice a conversation which illustrates this topic. Al final de esta clase, ustedes aprenderán vocabulario para hablar sobre medios de transporte. Adicionalmente, practicarán una conversación la cual ilustra el tema.
Teacher,
All right. Yes.
yo no puedo accesar al módulo 2, solamente el módulo 1 me parece siempre.
¿En serio? Okay, let me see. Eric Cuellar. Y se ingresó con su cuenta.
Es que entro a mi cuenta y me aparece solamente el módulo 1. No me aparece información del módulo 2.
Ok, vamos a ver.
El correo se me apareció donde aparezco escrito.
Ok, quiero que vayas abajo. ¿Ves estos dos números que están aquí abajo? 22630668 o 75988533. Aquí abajo, en la plataforma. Ok, puedes comunicarte a estos números mañana para que te ayuden a ingresar a la plataforma o puedes ir aquí donde dice centro de ayuda. Aquí abajo.
Correcto.
¿Estás viendo?
Sí.
Okay. All right, let's continue, guys. We're going to be looking at the next activity, which is transportation vocabulary. Transportation vocabulary. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
All right.
Related to transportation. Additionally, we will practice a conversation which illustrates how this topic is used in a real-life setting. Let's start by listening and repeating.
Transportation in the U.S. The top 8 ways to get to work. Listen and practice.
1. Drive.
Drive.
2. Walk.
Walk.
3. Take the bus.
Take the bus.
4. Take the subway.
Take the
5.
subway.
Take the train.
Take the train.
6. Ride a bike.
Ride a bike.
7. Ride a motorcycle.
Ride
8. Take a taxi. Take a
Take a
All right, at this moment, I would like for everybody to please listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. Ready? Drive.
Drive.
Walk.
Walk.
Take the bus.
Take
Take
bus.
bus.
Take the subway.
Take
the subway.
Take the train.
Take the train.
Ride a bike.
Ride a bike.
Ride a motorcycle.
Ride a motorcycle.
Take a taxi.
Take
a taxi.
Take a cab.
Take a cab.
cab.
Now, we want to use the vocabulary that we just learned. So to do that, I will need for you to answer the following question. How do you get to work? And a possible answer may be, I drive to work. Or I take the bus to work. The idea here is to use the vocabulary that we just learned. So I would encourage you to make sentences with all the expressions. And also I would like for you to think about the next question as well. What are some other kinds of transportation? So let me write that question here as well. What are other kinds of transportation? The last thing we're going to do in this class is to practice a conversation which illustrates this lesson and the next couple of lessons as well. Let's listen and practice.
Nice car, Jason. Is it yours?
No, it's my sister's. She has a new job and she drives to work.
Is her job here, in the suburbs?
No, it's downtown.
My parents work downtown, but they don't drive to work. They use public transportation.
The bus or the train?
The train doesn't stop near our house, so they take the bus. It's really slow.
That's too bad.
Now it's your turn to practice the vocabulary and the conversation that we just heard. This conversation along with the vocabulary will be very useful for our next lessons.
Ok, so lo que vamos a hacer ahorita es aquí abajo en el discussion forum, quiero que me den las oraciones. Por
The next
ejemplo,
question as well.
how do you get to work? I drive to work. I take the bus to work. Ok, quiero que me den 5 ejemplos y los escriban aquí abajo en el discussion forum. Quiero que lo haga de esta forma. Por ejemplo, les voy a dar unos ejemplos en el chat del Zoom. Por ejemplo, usted le va a poner aquí. How do you get to work every morning? So, usted va a escribir la pregunta, así como lo estoy haciendo yo aquí en el chat. How do you get to work every morning? De allí le va a responder y le va a poner I drive a car. Una oración. I take the bus. 2 oraciones. I take a taxi. 3 oraciones. I walk to work. 4 oraciones. I ride a bicycle. To work. 5 oraciones. All right. Pueden escribir las mismas que yo he puesto acá. Después va a responder la otra pregunta.
What are some other kinds of transportation? So let me write that question here as well. What are some other kinds of transportation? The last thing we're going to...
Ok. De allí le va a escribir la otra pregunta. What are some other kinds of transportation? La va a escribir así como la he escrito yo. What are some other kinds of transportations? Y le va a escribir, por ejemplo, by plane, by boat, by, digamos, skateboard, by Uber, como ahora tenemos Uber, by Uber. Vamos a ver, by Uber, by plane, by boat, by skateboard, by Uber. Ahora tenemos el subway, by subway, right? Puede escribir los mismos ejemplos que he puesto yo aquí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ejemplos. All right. Quiero que los escriban aquí abajo en la discussion forum aquí. Acuérdese que para hacer la actividad, en la parte que dice topic, aquí le van a dar add a post. Y en la parte que dice title, título, le va a escribir su nombre. Y después va a hacer las oraciones y las va a subir en el discussion forum. Tienen 10 minutos. Starting now. 10 minutes starting now. 3 more minutes. All right, time's up. Now, what we're going to do, si no ha terminado, le va a quedar de tarea. Ahora lo que nos vamos a hacer es, nos vamos a ir a vocabulario y vamos a grabarnos diciendo esta diálogo. Repeat, please. Nice car.
Nice car.
Nice car.
Nice.
Nice car.
Jason,
Jason.
is it
Jason.
yours?
Is it yours?
No, it's my sister's.
No.
Oh,
My
sister.
She has a new job.
She has
A new job.
She has a new job. And she drives to work.
She
Drives to work.
She drives to work.
Is her job
Her job
here in the suburbs?
here in the suburbs.
No, it's downtown.
No.
It's
downtown.
My
downtown.
parents work downtown,
My parents are down.
but they don't drive to work.
But they don't try to work.
They use public transportation.
They use public transportation.
The bus or the train.
The bus or the train.
The train doesn't stop near our house,
The train
Train doesn't stop near our house.
so they take the bus.
So they
So they take the bus.
It's really slow.
It's really slow.
Really slow.
That's too bad.
That's
That's too bad.
Ok. ¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta acerca del significado de una de estas palabras o tal vez la pronunciación que le quiera ayudar, que necesite ayuda con eso?
hija. Que
¿Alguien tiene alguna pregunta sobre la conversación?
necesito grabar un video, un audio. ¿Será que me le baja volumen a ese para que no salga en el audio?
Ok. All right. So, ahorita lo que vamos a hacer es, nos vamos a poner en grupos y vamos a practicar la conversación en parejas. ¿Ok?
Okay, teacher.
Ah, también. Vaya, aquí voy a courses. Okay. Courses. Ahorita.
Mis amigos, jamás había estado tan feliz. Pero en serio, no tienen que venir. Hemos venido por ti. Ustedes saben.
Two volunteers. Two volunteers, please. Dos participantes, dos voluntarios. Dos voluntarios. Dos voluntarios.
Yo,
Ok, Edwin Mendoza levantó la mano. Edwin Mendoza y Eric Cuellar levantó la mano. Ok, pues vamos a escuchar a Eric Cuellar y Edwin Mendoza. Edwin Cuellar, you are Ashley. Y Edwin Mendoza, you are...
no la has publicado en el WhatsApp.
Repeat.
No la has publicado en el WhatsApp. La conversaba, ahí está.
Yes. Action.
Let's start.
Action. Ashley is Eric Cuellar. Edwin Mendoza is Jason. Action. Hello.
Hola, hola, perdón. Ahí voy.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
Jensen. This is Joe.
Oh, it's my sister. She has a new job and she drives to work.
Is her house here in the suburbs?
No, it's downtown.
My parents work downtown, but they don't drive to work. They use public transportation.
The bus or the train?
The train doesn't stop near our house. When they take the bus, it's really slow.
That's too bad. Change.
All right. Now we're going to have Barbara is going to be Ashley. And we're going to have Sandra is going to be Jason.
My car, Jason. It's yours.
Okay, Sandra, you have to unmute your audio.
Okay. No, it's my sister. She has a new job and she drives to work.
Is she show her in the suburbs?
No, it's downtown.
My parents work downtown, but they don't drive to work. They use public transportation.
Just. The pronunciation is just.
They just public transportation.
The bus or the train?
The train doesn't stop near our house, so they take the bus. It's really slow.
Bus or bus?
But it's
Bus.
really slow.
That's too bad.
All right, good job. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to Vocabulario. Vocabulario, and you are going to record your voice. You're going to record your voice reading the dialogue, similar to David Landaverde. Let's listen to David.
48 horas de protección y fragancias que duran mucho. Nuevos Blackberry 3x3 de McDonald's. Sus 3 tamaños, 3 sabores. McDonald's.
And she drives to work. Is her job here in the suburbs? No, it's downtown.
All right, so you're going to go to vocabulario, and here you are going to record your voice reading the dialogue, and then you're going to download it on the platform right here on the discussion forum in this section. All right, you have 10 minutes, 10 minutes to complete the activity. And action. Ok, para los que es la primera vez, tiene que irse, primero se va a ir para Google, ok, se va a ir acá, espérame, quiero cerrar esto. Va a abrir una página nueva en Google, aquí se va a ir y va a poner vocabulario, y aquí le va a poner enable plugin, y se va a grabar acá, se va a grabar diciendo esta conversación.
Hi everyone, in this class you'll learn vocabulary. What are
She has a new job.
Esta conversación, y después la va a subir aquí a la plataforma. Les quedan un minuto, si no les va a quedar de tarea. All right, time's up, time's up. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next activity. So for the next activity, we're looking at lesson 1.2, lesson objective. By the end of this class, you will be able to make simple present statements using regular verbs. Al final de esta clase, serán capaces de hacer oraciones en presente simple, utilizando verbos regulares.
Hi everyone. In this class you'll learn how to form simple present statements using regular verbs. Let's get started by practicing the statements that you see on the screen.
I walk to school. I don't live far from here.
You ride your bike to school. You don't live near here.
He works near here. He doesn't work downtown.
She takes the bus to work. She doesn't drive to work.
We live with our parents. We don't live alone.
They use public transportation. They don't need a car.
Contractions.
Don't equals do not. Doesn't equals does not.
The examples illustrate how we can form positive statements and negative statements. Let me start by explaining how we can form positive statements. In order to form positive statements in the simple present, you need to follow this formula. Subject plus verb plus complement. For example, I walk to school. I is the subject. Walk is the verb. And to school is the complement. Let's take a look at our next example. You ride your bike to school. You is the subject. Ride is the verb. Your bike to school is the complement. There is a particular rule that I would like to explain as well, and that has to do with the third person. First of all, whenever we refer to the third person, we're talking about he, she, and it. So the rule is, in the simple present, whenever we make statements with the third person, we will add an S to that verb. Let's take a look at that particular rule. He works near here. Instead of work, we say works. And once again, this is because we're talking about he. And by the way, that could be the name of a person as well. For example, John works near here. She takes the bus to work. Notice the s after the verb. Now, I would like to show you how we can form negative statements in the simple present. In order to understand this topic, I would like to show you the auxiliary verbs which we will use. Do and does. We're going to use do not for the pronouns I, you, we, and they. We're going to use does not for the pronouns he, she, and it. And the contraction for those pronouns are don't and doesn't. Now let me write the formula. We're going to have a subject plus don't or doesn't plus the verb plus some kind of complement. So if we take a look at one of our examples, I don't live far from here. I is the subject. Don't is the auxiliary verb. Live is the verb. And then the complement is far from here. Let's take a look at one more example. She doesn't drive to work. She is the subject. Doesn't is the auxiliary verb. This is the third person that I was talking about earlier. Drive is the verb. In this case, I would like for you to notice that we don't add an s. And the reason is because we have an auxiliary verb. So every time there is an auxiliary verb, we will omit the rule of adding an s. To work is the complement. Now it's your turn to practice. I would like for you to describe your transportation habits and also talk about the transportation habits of friends and relatives. The idea is to make positive and negative statements about yourself and others. For example, I don't drive to work. I take the bus. My sister drives to work. She has a new car. After you finish this exercise, please share your work in our discussion forums.
Ok, so lo que vamos a hacer ahorita es quiero que vayamos acá en la plataforma, aquí abajo, y lo que van a hacer aquí es que van a escribir 10 ejemplos, 5 positivos y 5 negativos de cómo tú y tu familia se transportan. Les voy a dar ejemplos aquí. En el chat del Zoom, por ejemplo, yo te digo, I drive a car to work. Esa es positiva. I don't take the bus. Esa es negativa. My father walks to work. He doesn't drive to work. Ok, ahí son 4. 2 positivas y 2 negativas. My sister takes the bus to work. She does not drive to work. Right? Ahí está otra positiva y negativa. So, allí son 6. Quiero que me den 10 ejemplos. Aquí les di 6 yo. Pueden usar estos 6 y agréguenle ustedes 4 más. Y quiero que lo escriban acá en el discussion forum aquí abajo. Tienen 10 minutos. 10 minutos para completar.
Ok, teacher.
Hello, Carlos.
Hay un problema. Hola, hay un problema para trabajar en la plataforma. Me regresa, me saca, me regresa, no puedo avanzar.
Okay. Maybe you can do it later on.
Teacher,
Hello, David.
fíjese que yo igual tuve un problema. Me da un mensaje, lo envié al WhatsApp. Y ya
Okay.
cerré sesión y he vuelto a entrar, pero no me deja ya hacer nada.
Okay. All right. Vámonos. Quiero que los que están teniendo problemas, quiero que se vayan aquí a la plataforma, a la parte de abajo. Hay dos números, 22630668 y 75988533. Y también está aquí el centro de ayuda para que se puedan apoyar en esa área.
Teacher,
Hello.
a mí me da ese problema, pero yo le di cancelar y él sí me deja pasar.
Okay. Okay. Very good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on, guys. We already finished this section. Quiero que continuemos con la sección 1.4, Knowledge Check. Okay, la número 1 dice, Instructions. Complete the sentences with the correct verb forms. Instrucciones. Complete las oraciones con la forma correcta del verbo. La número 1 dice conversation 1. My family and I in the suburbs. ¿Cuál es correcto? Live o lives? Mi familia y yo. ¿Es live o lives?
Live.
Live, sin S, correcto, porque es plural. Si fuera singular, en tercera persona, fuera lives. All right. Number two, Sandra. My wife and I near here. ¿Es work o work? Works o work? Work, sin S, correcto, porque es plural. Ok. Lari. La que sigue. So, we
walk to work.
Walk to work. Very good. Walk to work is correct. The next one. Our daughter Emily downtown. Our daughter Emily works. Porque es tercera persona y es singular, así que le ponemos S al verbo, works. Ok, Eric Cuellar, la que sigue. So, she to work. Drives con S, porque es tercera persona. Very good. La que sigue, Carlos Carvajal. Our son drive. Don't o doesn't?
Okay. Doesn't.
Doesn't is correct, porque es tercera persona, our son, y es singular. Excellent. The next one, David Landaverde. He his bike to school. Rides con S o ride sin S? ¿Cuál es su respuesta?
Rides.
Rides con S, very good, porque es he, que es en tercera persona. All right, conversation number 2, Xiomara Alvarez. My parents in the city. ¿Cuál es la correcta? Lives o live? Live, correcto, sin S. Live, ¿por qué? Porque my parents es plural, so no se aplica la regla del third person singular. La que sigue, Miguel Llanes. My mother a train to work. Sería take o takes.
My mother takes
con S, correcto, porque my mother es third person singular. René Contreras, la que sigue. My father is retired, so he work now.
Doesn't.
Very good, porque es tercer persona, my father. All right, thank you. Miguel Flores, la que sigue. He also public transportation. Use or uses? Miguel Flores. He also use or he also uses? Uses is correct. Porque es tercer persona singular. Y vamos a hacer la última. Quiero ver. Jaime Escamilla, la última. So, they need a car.
Is don't.
Don't. So, they don't need a car. That is correct. Thank you, Jaime. Ok, chicos, vamos a parar acá. Por favor, continúen con el trabajo en la plataforma. Acuérdense que ustedes pueden avanzar lo más que puedan y los vemos mañana. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.